Hi, hey, hello, folks. What's up? What's good? What's hello? Hi, hey, hello, folks. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? It's me, Stin, bringing you another reaction episode of. I don't know what we're doing today. What are we doing? We're doing 21 Pilots. That's all I know. We are doing a reaction 21 Pilots' most recent album, Trench. I actually am a big fan of 21 Pilots, at least their first album and their first EP. I remember when I first went to college and I listened to, I think it was called Vessel. The album Vessel was like my absolute favorite, and it's probably become one of my favorite albums of all times, in all honesty. Honestly. But Blurry Face was alright. That's the second album, I believe. I have not heard Trench because I heard maybe like one single, I think, and I was like, I'll get back to it eventually, because it seemed like they were going a little bit more poppy, and the first album was much more angry white boy rap with synth, but really good melodies. Sound. Oh, I can't get over that album. But anyways, let's jump into it. Song number 1, Jumpsuit. You got the drum. Now the other guy in the band, not Tyler, he does the drums. I remember that. Because there's two of them. There's two guys in the band. Wait, okay. Let me look at the lyrics. I can't believe how much I hate. Pressures of a new place roll my way. Jumpsuit, cover me. Jumpsuit, cover me. So by going to a new place, he hates the pressure of it. And a jumpsuit is what you use to protect yourself, right? Okay. This sound already is totally different from previous albums by them. More rock, I would say, in comparison to previous albums. Oh. What? You're putting yourself out there to be hurt? Is that what he's saying? I'm confused. You'll have to grab my throat. This is 21 Pilots now. We're just jumping straight into the yelling though. What I'm getting from it is that Tyler, the singer, is asking for help and protection when he goes to a new place because he's tired of the pressure, whether it's just from being in a new environment or new situation that whole ordeal brings to a person. I know I've moved plenty of times in my life and I hate that adjustment period. It's never fun and never welcome. So that's what I'm getting from it. I don't fully understand why he's saying if he needs someone, I'll be there, but you'll have to like tie me down and break my hands and grab me by the throat and pull me in the air. Like, I'm confused on that a little bit. I don't know if that's like some kinky stuff going on, or I'm gonna assume that it's him saying he'll willingly put himself out there to help you, but it's gonna hurt him in order to do that, but he's willing to. Alright, song number 2, Levitate. What's that song by Dua? Levitating. I like that. We're gonna like this? We're gonna find out. Let's go! So the overall sound so far is it's very different compared to the Blurry Face. Blurry Face was more darker overtones. This one's a little bit more harsher and loud. Whoa. Oh! Ooh. I am a vulture that feeds on pain. He's been learning how to levitate since 7th grade, and you can learn to levitate, you just need a little help. Lyrics, that was super fast paced, which I enjoy, but I got lost. I got lost in that, okay. Come down, come down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late, and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. Oh. So he's calling out cowards. He's saying, come on, come on. Oof. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all I would need right now, man. Come down, come down. A curse from you. Danger in the fabric of the stain I made. I probably shouldn't show you, but it's way too late. Oh, I like that. I like that line. My heart is with you, hiding, but my mind's not made. Now they know it, like we both knew for some time. I'd say they're smirking at first blood. They're circling above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, no, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought, Brack. That's slack. I won't need to replace this. Culture is a poacher of exposure. Not today. Don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in a well-lit room. Don't let the shadow through. I'm lost. So I think it's kind of like Tyler just calling out the cowards, apparently. People the haters or whatnot. And he's levitating. He's like above them. He's saying, and you can do it as well. With just a little help. Like you can see over them. You can be above that type of person that's trying to drag them down or try to do whatever. That's what I'm assuming. All right, song number 3, Morph. That's a cool name. Oh, I like the sound a little bit. Can't stop thinking about if and when I died for it. Now I see that if and when I truly different cries for it. If it's purely panic, and when it's solemn sorrow. Ooh. Who? This dude named Nikolai or Nicholas doesn't have friends apparently? I'll morph into someone else. Okay, we need to get the chorus done, okay. If I keep moving, they won't know. I'll morph to someone else. What they throw at me is too slow. I'll morph to someone else. I'm just a ghost. I'll morph to someone else. So this is still going into what I think the previous song was about haters essentially coming at him, and he's just saying that if they try to throw something too much, I'll change. I'll be prepared for it, and I'll just turn into someone else. I'm a ghost. Oh. And that's when going under starts to take my wonder, but until that time. Okay. Morph. I felt like it was just a continuation of the last song, honestly. Song number 4, My Blood. When everyone you thought you knew deserts your fight, I'll go with you. Oh, I'll go with you. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? This could go really well. I'll go with you. I'll go with you. Stay with me. Stay with me, my blood. Like his child? Does he have a kid? I have been off the 21 Pilots bandwagon for a while, so I don't know. Maybe he had a kid. Maybe it's his wife? I don't know. It's very simple. It's kind of weird that I like this, because 21 Pilots, I enjoy them for their rapid-fire angry white boy music, essentially. But this is very tame. And pull my pin like a grenade pin? Stay with me. Okay, that was My Blood. I will say that was probably the most enjoyable one so far, because on first listen, the thing about 21 Pilots I know is that they get better upon each listen for their songs, especially their faster paced ones, which you can actually take a moment to breathe in the lyrics. And I mean literally breathe in the lyrics, because Tyler is usually so fast with them that you literally have no moment to breathe, and so your brain can't catch on to it. So this was nice for a first listen. I will say the Stay With Me parts get a little bit repetitive, so it would probably be a really nice like background song to have going on maybe. But I enjoy it. I actually really enjoyed that upon first listen. Might get that little highlight for us so far. All right, song number 5, Chlorine. Chlorine and water? Or, let's go! Vibes. Something over me beat as a chemical? The moment is medical. Ah! He's loving this person that he's kissing, but it's poison. Okay. Get away from this person. Get out of there. Get gone. Tastes really good, but it's bad. Okay. Oh, he's addicted to this bad person. When it's all complete. The moment is medical. I'm trying to understand that part. Okay. He's leaving. He's saying, "Don't save my seat. I'll be back." When he's fixed, is that? Falling out of formation, so he's going out of his normal way. He's gonna do it one more time, I feel like, and it's gonna go straight into the chorus, right? Oh, okay. Oh. The lead. You're in my life like slipping on straight chlorine. This is, and he's saying it to this person straight up in the song. He's not just like saying it to himself. He's telling this person, "This is a bad situation to be in, sir." I think it's over. Like the end of a wet weather flag that's by the sea. Oh. So it looks like it could be a mixture of his relationship with songwriting and the way that he does it, apparently, from what fans are saying online. But my interpretation is that he is in a toxic relationship, and this person is just not good for him. Trying to find peace in his life, but it's like he's acknowledging this person or situation and trying to convey it in a way that romanticizes it, apparently. That is the thing about 21 Pilots songs. So upon first listen, they're going to be confusing. I definitely feel like upon another listen, I will understand. And by upon another, I mean probably like 5 listens because that's how their songs work. Right, song number 6, Smithereens. 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 Pick up that.
You know, I've always been collected, calm and chill.
Yeah.
And you know, I never look for conflict for the thrill. But if I'm feeling someone stepping towards you, can't describe just what I'm feeling. For you, I go step to a dude much bigger than me.
Oh, he likes this girl or this guy or whatever. He likes this person. He likes this person so much he'll step up and protect them and like he'll get beat to smithereens. Aww.
If I'm feeling someone stepping towards you, can't describe just what I'm feeling. For you, I don't step to a dude much bigger than me. Babe, just what I'm feeling. For you, I go write a slick song just to show you the world.
Aww.
They think it's messed up to sell out for your girl.
Aww.
Step to a dude much bigger than me. I would get messed up when 153.
It's weird because like in the first album, the Vessel album that I fell in love with them for, they really didn't sing about a specific person directly. Like this one, a few times it feels like he's just talking about his wife as well as on Blurry Face, I think. What is that one song? It was a single. It was Tear in My Heart. He actively talks about people, and his EP album and Vessel, it didn't seem as much as they were talking to a person directly, it seemed like they were talking to a person, but not a specific person, because it could also be interpreted as talking to like maybe a higher power or such. So the thing about the first album that I really enjoyed was that interpret it for multiple and a variety of perspectives, which I thought was beautiful, especially with how much material was inside that album. Like that album is beautiful with how much interpretation you can do with the amount of content in it. This album, so far, it's very tamed, I will say. They're more established. They are adults. He has a life. He has a wife. He has a life. I don't know if he has a kid though. I'm really confused about that for My Blood. Maybe he might. Maybe. This album is very different than what I would expect coming from a consistent listening to Vessel and then even Blurry Face. It's got a different songwriting to it that I would not have expected. And it's not a bad thing. It's just unexpected. And then we go from high-paced songs with like a bunch of lyrics to like Smithereens to where it's very repetitive and catchy and kind of heart-feeling in a way. Where the other ones are a bit more, you need to listen to them multiple times to really understand the content of the song. So it's an interesting concept of going back and forth between these type of songs on this album. At least for me. Right, song number 7, Neon Gravestone. I like that name. That is cool. That is a cool idea right there. Is this piano? This is piano. Where are we going with this?
What's my problem? Well, I want you to follow me down to the bottom underneath the insane asylum. Keep your wits about you while you got them, cause your wits are first to go while you're problem solving in my problem.
Your wrists are first to go in your problem solving? Ooh.
My opinion, our culture can treat a loss like it's a win. And right before we turn on them, we give them the highest of praise and hang the banner from a ceiling. Communicating further, engraving an earlier grave is an option.
Dang, okay, this sounds like Vessel more so to me, like in lyrical content, like it's comprehensive and upon first listen. But oh my. Ooh. Like I need to take a breather just to take that in. That was good. That was good. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's just go back. Well, I want to follow you. Okay. What's my problem? Well, I want you to follow me to the bottom, underneath the insane asylum. So he wants you to go down beneath, below ground, so below the scenes, above what normal people would see. Keep your wrist about you while you got him, because your wits are first to go. You're gonna go insane when you realize what's happening down below. And my problem, we glorify those even more when they, in my opinion, our culture can treat a loss like it's a win. Which I can agree. We can see, not necessarily because when you lose something or if you don't win at something, it is an opportunity to learn. And society allows you to take those experiences and make it a win in a way. But depending on the situation, sometimes they shouldn't be a win. And right before we turn on them, we keep them. The highest of praise and hang their banner on the ceiling. Okay. Let's go. Neon Graves try to call. Neon Graves, so neon is bright, fluorescent, colors, and a gravestone is death, someone's there. So
what's my problem? Don't get it twisted. It's with the people we praise who may have assisted. I could use the streams and extra conversations. I could give up and boost up my reputation. I could go out with a bang. They would know my name. They would host and post a celebration. My opinion will not be lenient. My opinion, it's real convenient. Our words are loud, but now I'm talking action. We don't get enough love, well, they get a fraction. They say, how could he go if he's got everything? I'll mourn for a kid, but won't cry for a king.
Okay, so this definitely sounds like it's a shout out at the industry for the glorification of certain people, maybe, or maybe himself even, that they put people on a pedestal, but then they shoot him down, and like you can sell yourself out to be seen in a higher light or on a banner in a certain manner for the public to see. But he's conflicted about it, but he's trying to call out. He's trying to say, what is he trying to say? I need to fully listen to it. Neon gravestones. Neon gravestones. So compared to a normal gravestone, a neon gravestone would stand out. That's what it's saying, I'm assuming. So a gravestone that's going to stick out in comparison to everybody else in an asylum, because everyone's crazy. But when you're looking at the graveyard, the ones that are going to stand out are going to be the neon ones. And so it's like, what is going to make the difference? Because it's calling to him, he's saying. So the ones that have, in my opinion, maybe, the gravestones that have stood out are probably like past artists or past influencers that have affected him or culture altogether. And so this song seems very aware about that part about culture and how we treat celebrities in a way, I'm assuming. Let's continue.
Promise me this. If I lose to myself, you won't mourn a day, and you move on to someone else. Promise me this.
That's how I feel, though.
If I lose to myself,
that's how I feel.
You won't mourn a day.
Not to losing to myself, but like if I were to die, and my significant other to like find someone else, be happy.
Don't get me wrong, the rise in awareness is beating a stigma that no longer scares us, but for sake of discussion and spirit of fairness, could we give this some room for a new point of view? And could it be true that some could be tempted to use this mistake as a form of aggression, a form of succession, a form of a weapon, thinking I'll teach them? Well, I'm refusing the lesson. It won't resonate in our minds. I'm not disrespecting what was left behind, just pleading that it does not get glorified. Maybe we swap out what it is that we hold so high. Find your grandparents or someone of age. Pay some respects for the path that they paved, to life they were dedicated. Now that should be celebrated.
Dang. I am at a loss right now. Because there's so much, so Tyler is saying at that point to respect elders because you don't know, because they fought their fight already, and they paved the way for us to get to this point, to be mad about certain things about the world. As you can tell, the world's on fire. This is just how I'm interpreting it upon my listen and viewing it, because right now the world is on fire, in my opinion. With COVID 2020, everything's on fire. California is literally burning right now. But and the whole anti-boomer type conversation is popular. He's asking for a different point of view, saying, why don't you pay some respect for it, because they had a fight for this and they too were once limited, and they don't have the same resources that we might have, maybe. And not saying that we're wrong for being mad, but to just change the idea that they weren't in our situation when they were at our age. Maybe if they were, they would probably do the same thing, but they weren't. So have a little consideration about that. All right, song number 9, The Hype. Sounds like a trombone, trampoline. I don't know what's okay. Okay. I've got to step through or I'll dissipate. I'll record my step through for my basement tapes. Okay. That sounded like a 90s song. What is that? Is it a Blink-182 song? It's reminding me. It's reminding me of something from like the 90s or maybe early 2000s. Some kind of alt song. But I really enjoy this. I like it. It's very possible people do that. You're a terrible sight. He is being mean to this person. Nice to know ya. Not my kind. I want to keep on saying nice to know ya. It sounds like a night. I can't remember what song that is, but it's gonna come to me later on. I know it. So that was The Hype, and I enjoyed it. I was a little bit caught up in the nice to know ya throwback sound to me for a 90s melody of some sort. I can't remember, but the song content, it sounds like Tyler is speaking to someone or maybe himself about not following the excitement or the hype of a situation presented to him. His interior needs to be sanitized, and that he wishes like he pretty much cleansed himself of what's happened to himself. But he's also been talking to himself, I think, in the second part, saying like you need to get hurt in order to grow that thick skin because the world is full of people like this, and it's going to try to hype you up to think otherwise. The hype that you're going to see in life for everything in life, it's not all glitz and glamour. It's a facade. It's not fully there, and you're going to get hurt in some ways, but you're going to have to get hurt in order to realize that, you know? Song number 9, Nico and the Niners. East is up. I'm fearless when I hear this on the low. East is up. I'm careless when I wear my rebel clothes. East is up. When bishops come together, they will know that Dima don't control us. Dima don't control. East is up. Dima don't control us. What's a Dima? Jumpsuit is unsteady. Okay. I'm lighter when I'm lower. Lighter when I'm lower. Higher when I'm heavy. Oh, I'm so high. I don't know what the heck he's talking about, honestly. I need the lyrics. Okay, so this song is meta. Okay. So, Clancy is an alter ego from the singer, similar to Blurryface, and he is trapped inside the city of Dima. And there are 9 bishops, and one of which is named Nico. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. East is up. I'm fearless when I hear this on the low. East is up. I'm careless when I wear my rebel clothes. East is up. So the rebellion. When bishops come together, they will know that Dima don't control us. Dima don't control. So it's about rebels raising up against the city, maybe their pressures. I'm lighter when I'm lower. Higher when I'm heavy. I don't understand that part. What I say when I wanna be enough, what a beautiful day for I'm making a break for. Okay.
Way to pay for it. From all the money we made, raise a flake stores, turn to race wars and force a sponsor and start a concert, a complete diversion. Start a mob and you can be quite certain we'll win, but not everyone will get out. No, no.
It's a no. I was way too lost with that. That is, I would definitely need a few more listens to that, and also just to like think about everything, as I consistently said for these fast-paced songs. But upon first listen, I'm gonna say nah. All right, we are at the 10-song mark at Cut My Lip.
I'll keep on trying. Might as well.
I like this.
If you decide, all is well. I'll keep on trying. Might as well.
Might as well. If you decide. Have I heard this before? I don't think I have.
Even though I am bruised, there's some contusions. No, I'll keep moving. Though I am bruised, there's some contusions. Lean on my pride. Lean on my pride. I'm a lion. I don't mind at all.
Lean on my pride, I'm a lion. Those lions are all about their pride. What the pride is, their herd, pretty much. I enjoy it. But I kind of... The thing about this album so far is the songs that I enjoy, most of them, the repetitive poppy ones, I don't like saying poppy, but like the more repetitive ones that are more slower like this, I enjoy them, but I don't want to re-listen to them. Does that make sense? Like, I enjoy the context, but I kind of just want to get back to the more fast-paced ones and dissect them. Except for that Nico and the Naras one. That one was a little bit too much, honestly. Alright, song number 11. Bandito. Bandito? Bandito.
I could take the high road, but I know that I'm going low.
You're going low on taking the high road?
I'm a bandito. I'm where our blood needs to be. I could take the high road, but I know that I'm going low. In city, I feel my spirit
Okay,
is
now we're getting
contained.
somewhere.
Like neon, inside the glass they form my brain.
Oh.
But I recently discovered it's a heatless fire. Like nicknames they give themselves to uninspire. Began with bullet, now add fire to the proof. But I'm still not sure if fear's a rival or close relative to truth. Either way, it helps to hear these words bounce off of you. The softest echo could be enough for me to make it through.
Dang. So it sounds like this city of Dima, city of Dima is a constant in this album. So I'm confused. Maybe this is a Peace album, like similar to Blurry Face. Because it sounds like this album could be interpreted in a different manner now that I'm picking up that there's repetitive parts and there's parts bleeding into other songs. So it sounds like it could possibly be telling a story overall, which is interesting, very interesting. So the editing this is going to be fun because I'm gonna get a second take on everything, which should be fun actually. But I'm not gonna get the full story right now. So future me, good luck with that. But so Bandito sounds like they are bandits in this city of Dima, and they are deciding on what path to take. They can take the high road, but they feel low. So maybe it's them figuring out the next step to conquer the city or the bishops, one named Nico, and or maybe just to fight back in general. Like they're deciding what they can do, but they're acknowledging that they are Bandito. Maybe it's a group. All right, song number 12, Pet Cheetah. So now we have a pet. So I'm gonna go deep into this mythos now. So we are in the city of Dima. There is bishops. They are powerful and they control the city for whatever reason. Maybe they represent certain things, because like in Blurryface represented certain things. So everybody represents a certain characteristic or a manifestation of something, I'm assuming. But maybe we're gonna have to listen to the album again to find that out. But anyways, we're getting a Pet Cheetah, it sounds like. So let's find out. Okay.
I am on an island, no one to confide. 8 days straight, 8 hours each and not one line. I can feel pressure start to
pretty much working a 9 to 5.
So I'll take this beat, I should delete to exercise. No, I move slow. I wanna stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. I've got a Pet Cheetah down in my basement. I've raised him, invade them, and named him Jason. Stay them, I've trained him to make movies beats. Now my Pet Cheetah's quick and it's true than on his feet.
Oh.
Keep going, I'm showing my faces in the places I'm going to going. I'll stay in my room. My house is the one where the vultures are burst off the roof. Get behind me, I bet this nepotistic mindset will help us get ours as we're growing. This could mean so much to this dude, it can make him afraid of his music. Could be scared to death, you can lose it. No.
I think maybe it might be about them talking about when he lived inside the city of Dima before he became a Bandito, maybe. That it was his breaking point of him working like a 9 to 5 job, maybe, and just not getting his worth in life, essentially. That he raised a Pet Cheetah in his basement, and now he has vultures in his house or above his house, and the whole metamorphosis of his character.
I move slow, I wanna stop time. I'll stay here till I find the problem. I move slow, I wanna stop time.
We're gonna get something fast, I can tell. We're gonna get something fast.
I can feel pressure start to possess my mind. So I'll take this beat, I should delete to exercise.
I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. Interesting. I have no idea how to feel about that one. Yeah. Song number 13, Legend. So, how is our character going to become a legend? Clancy. Ooh, that sound. I like that. I like it. I like the beat. I like the sound.
You were one of those classic ones, traveling around this sun. You were one of those classic ones. I wish he knew you. You were here when I wrote this, but the masters and mixes will take too long to finish. To show you, I'm sorry.
So his friend died?
Did not know how to take it when your eyes did not know me like I know you. You were one of those.
So this person he's singing to, I think, passed away, and he didn't recognize him towards the end of his life.
I wish he knew you. You were one of those classic ones. Not everybody knows. You were one of those classic ones. Yeah. On the day that it happened, I recorded this last bit. I look forward to having a lunch with you again.
Okay, this sounded way more personal than the rest of the album. That sounded way too personal. So this person that he's singing to is a legend. Because there was a part that I caught in there saying, like, at the beginning, it was, you're my middle name. But it sounds like maybe it's his dad, or maybe someone that was maybe a grandfather, a granddad, that he was close to, passed away, and he's talking about he was wishing she would have gotten to meet him. I'm assuming that's his wife. So he's wishing that his wife, or maybe he would have gotten to meet his wife, and that forever he'll be a legend to him. Because this didn't sound like it was belonging in the Dima city narrative. This sounded personal. So this album is really confusing me a little bit, because it starts off not in the city, but then we go back to singing about this city. So it's complicated, because I'm trying to figure out what needs to be interpreted as a story and what needs to be interpreted as his own music. necessarily. Like I need consistency. I need consistency. And it's like throwing me off. We're at the end of it apparently. So we're at Leave the City, which I guess we're going back into the narrative of Dima. So we're leaving the city finally.
I'm tired of tending to this fire. Used up all I've collected. I have cinched my hands. It's glowing, embers barely showing. Proof of life in the shadows, dancing on my plan.
Oh.
They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over. They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over.
Okay. So they're tired of this fight, or they're tired of just the situation in the city, apparently?
It's only time
A glorious gun or a gun?
why no one ever comes back with details from beyond.
Beyond from where?
In time,
Ooh.
I will leave the city. For now, I will stand in line. They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over.
So the bishops know that it's almost over.
Last year, I needed change of pace.
Oh.
Couldn't take the pace of change.
Take the case of
Moving
pace.
hastily. But this year, though I'm far from home, entrenched, I'm not alone.
French.
These faces facing me, they know.
The faces being us, the viewers, the singers, the
They
fans.
know.
The singers, not the singers. Us, the viewers, listeners, the fans.
What I mean.
Man, this album is deep, but there's a lot to decipher. So, upon first listen, I feel like I haven't understood the full depth of it, and I didn't understand the concept of this album at first too, which really sucks. Until maybe later on. So I feel that maybe a second listen, honestly, a few listens for these songs because they're so content heavy, which is what I love about 21 Pilots. But it's gonna take me a few listens to really understand it. So I feel like it's not fair of me to give this a rating of the album because it's a story piece, and just for the amount of content in it that you need to actually just decipher to fully understand it. But I will say there are a few songs on here that I could go without so far. The album's floating for me. Like upon another listen, it could either sink for me or it could make it rise. So we're gonna see. I'm curious about this though. This narrative of this Dima city and these Banditos and the Bishops and the Nico and the Niners. Who are they all together? What's going on? Are we going to learn more about that, or was that only for the few songs that I actually recognized that? I'm confused on that because I felt like I was getting a good understanding of the album beforehand, but when I got to that, it was a mind trick. It was like, oh, this could be totally something different and something similar to Blurry Face. So I'm really confused about that, but I'm going to learn about it myself. So find out. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this review. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you thought about this album down below in the comment section. Also, if you know this album, if you know this band, please give me a recommendation for what you'd like to see next from them if they have any other material I don't know. I've listened to Blurry Face and Vessel before. Vessel is by far my favorite album, probably not the best album of all time, but one of my top albums of all time. So if you know something similar to 21 Pilots you could recommend, I would love to try that out as well. Maybe for a video, maybe just personal. I don't know. But definitely would appreciate that. I really enjoyed getting into the comment section with you guys and just hearing how invested you are into these artists and how much more depth there is upon first listening. How much more depth there is into an album beyond just listening to it, because I know you, the viewers, know more about these certain artists than I do, and so I am just like an outsider being my first insight into these artists' world. So it's interesting and it's kind of cool. But if you'd like to keep up with me on other social media, I have an Instagram link down below. I'm not super active on there, but I post all my videos and usually my social media content, such as where I'll be online next, what my video upload schedule is going to be like. But also please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate that. If you want to keep up with me, put on the little bell notification thing, because apparently YouTube is doing a weird notification system with that, even if you're subscribed. I don't know. But if you would follow me on there, that'd be cute too, on Instagram. But otherwise, I will catch you next time. Peace, punch, Captain Crunch. Bye, guys.